Good afternoon to everyone in North Norfolk. This week I'd like to give you an update on some of the things that people have been asking me about in my inbox and updates on the two questions I promised that I would fill you in on after last week's call. So let's handle those two first. We had a lady that asked about the toilets at Ludden Bridge. I can tell you that following a meeting of our Strategic Command Group this week, Gold, we have decided to open more of our toilet facilities across the district and our car parks. So those will be open from this weekend, and the toilets that she asked about at Ludden Bridge will be one of those facilities. So that's an update on those. Other facilities across the district are being opened in a phased approach because we need to make sure we've got enough operatives to do a stronger cleaning regime in them. Some of those people are still deployed on other duties at the moment, but every facility does have a notice on it telling you where the next nearest facility is, and there should be one in not very far distance from where you are. So that's the first one. The second one was about garden waste bins, and it's just to let you know that garden waste bins, they will be coming back soon, but at the moment the team that would go out and deliver those are still working on waste collections. And as I mentioned before, it's really important for us to keep all the waste collections going through this period. So please bear with us. As soon as we can, we will get out to all those people that would now like a garden waste bin. So I'm also pleased to announce that from the 1st of June, which is Monday, we will be reopening Cromer Pier. But can I ask you please to make sure when you're on Cromer Pier, there are an awful lot of surfaces there. We would prefer if people didn't fish and crab from there, but we understand that people like to do this and it's an easily accessible point. So if you are in contact with any of the surfaces on the pier, please make sure you use the facilities as you come off the pier to wash your hands with soap and water. And when you're on the pier, can I please ask everyone to make sure they are still observing social distancing. But we do know that people like to walk up and down the pier, and we want to get it reopened for you. So now to our beautiful beaches and shoreline. So first of all, if you own a beach hut in North Norfolk or you rent one from us, you can now use your beach hut, but please make sure that you are either sitting in your beach hut or on the beach in front of it. But please leave space so that people can promenade along the prom and practice social distancing. It's really important that we give people that space, particularly those with push chairs, prams, and in wheelchairs. That's the hardest standing area for them to use. Can I also make a real plea that everyone is extremely careful around the sea? Last weekend, 2 people sadly lost their lives in the West Country. And already this week, we've had 2 major rescues in North Norfolk, along the coast at Brancaster and on the marshes just down the road. The sea here moves very, very fast. It will come in behind you without you realising it. Locals will know this, but please be aware and treat the sea with even more respect this year, as sadly the RNLI are not able to provide us with as many lifeguards as usual. This is because of the COVID-19 situation. So we will have a lifeguard on patrol from this weekend at Sea Pooling, because at Sea Pooling we have those dangerous rip tides. The next lifeguard will go on duty at the end of June in Cromer, and there will be a third location which the RNLI will tell us about once they've completed all their risk assessments. But please remember, we don't want to be making those lifeguards don PPE to rescue people. Visors and plastic aprons do not work on surfboards. Can I also say that it's really, really important that people don't climb the cliffs. Time and again we have people thinking that they're a quick way to access the beach, that they're fun to climb down, that they won't be affected by a landslip. It is really important. Those cliffs are extremely fragile, and you will see some pictures now on your screen of what's happened just in the last 12 months along our coast. Whenever we have a lot of dry weather or a lot of wet weather, followed by the other, we find those cliffs become incredibly unstable. So please keep you and your family safe, and also don't dig into the base of the cliffs. Remember that they are supporting the weight of the cliff above you. So tunnelling might seem like fun, but it is extremely dangerous. Finally, we've sadly had to cancel our Greenbuild event this year because of the COVID situation, but we will be back next year bigger and better than ever before. So on that note, I'd like to leave you. I'd like to wish you all a very, very pleasant weekend. Remember, our emergency helpline is still open for any COVID-related issues. That's 01263 51 6000. And we are still here to assist you in any way we can with COVID-related problems. So have a lovely weekend and speak to you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.